Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step introduction on how to do your makeup like a pro. So some of you guys have been asking me like, oh, how do you contour? How do you bake? How do you apply your foundation? How do you put mascara on? How do you do lashes and all of that? So this is going to be a super educational video for just the beginners, or if you guys want to like learn how to do different techniques on different makeup. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first step we're going to do is prepping. Moisturize for you guys. Right over here. I'm going to dot it all over. And after I'm done putting moisturizer on, what I'm going to do is start priming my face. I'm going to go ahead and use e.l.f.'s Poreless Putty Primer. If you can tell, I'm almost about to hit pan on this because I wear makeup every day, most of the time. So what you do is just get a little bit. What I do with every single thing that I put on my face is just put it on the back of my hand. And then what I'm going to do is just, again, apply it all over my skin like this. Okay. And then I'm just going to rub it in again. So after we're done spreading them all over my face, I'm gonna go in ahead and put my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. And then all you need to do is just wait for it to dry. Prepped for your full beat. Okay, so now that your face is nice and prepped for the beat, what you're going to do now is start with brows. I like to start with brows because I feel like if you don't do your brows first, everything is just going to slip and fall, and like you have to have the insurance for your brows. So what I'm going to do is go in with the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. And what I like to do is I like to just take these two sides apart and just twist it up like this. And then what I'm going to do is start brushing my brows out first. And then what I'm going to do is just draw them in now. So what I like to do is this one, I don't like on this side, I don't really like to draw them in because I like to have more of like a natural look rather than kind of like a tattoo eyebrow look. And then what I like to do is just fill them in, but not completely. And then once you are done, you're going to start brushing it out using the spoolie. Okay, welcome back. So I am going to go in with my Morphe M410 brush, and then I'm just going to apply it on the top and the bottom. So what I do is just start carving it. I'm gonna be really quiet, so I'll be. Like that. And then you're going to carve your brows out like that. So it has like an amazing shape to it. And then what you guys are gonna do is just drag down the concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and do the other brow, and I'll be right back. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe sponge and just blend that foundation all over my face. Okay, so after we're done blending out our foundation, we're going to go straight into concealer. Okay, so as you can see, I put concealer over here, and up here, so it could kind of create like a facelift effect. After we're done blending out, you could notice that like it kind of creates like, I don't know how to explain it. It kind of creates like a face look. We're done with concealer. We're going to bake our under eye. I am going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills translucent powder, and I'm just going to pour a little bit onto the lid. A little bit of powder goes a long way. So what I'm going to do is take the edge spot of my beauty blender, and then I'm just going to bake my under eye real quick. So after we're done setting our under eye, we are going to spray our Morphe setting spray all over our face so that it could have a good lock of moments. Okay, so now that our face is practically done, I'm going to start with contour, which is my favorite. So I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my Morphe E4 brush, and I'm just going to start with my cheeks, and then always blend up when you use a brush or even a beauty blender when it comes to contour, so that it could kind of create like an Angelina Jolie cheek effect. After we're done with our cheeks, like, look how much more like structured my cheeks look. I'm going to put bronzer all over my jawline like this, and then always blend down whenever you're doing like whenever you're applying something on your face. Always make sure that you're blending down. And then we're going to, so this is kind of like a hint. So if you notice that this is the high points of my brows, right? So I'm going to, and I'm kind of glad that this is the same size as my temples. So I like to just apply it and kind of pat it all over my forehead so that it could create a smaller forehead. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and contour our nose. I'm going to go ahead and use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, the same bronzer that we used for our face. And I'm going to go in and use like a little angled tapered brush. And then what I'm going to do is gently go along the line. You contour your nose, and then we're going to go ahead and blend it out. And we're going to use a fluffy brush, and then how you're going to hold your brush is always hold your brush at the end of the brush, because that way it has more of like a light hand feeling. And what you're going to do is just gently blend everything away. Okay, so we're finally done blending out our nose. So what we're going to do now is start highlighting our nose bridge and the tip of our nose so that it could create more of like a snatched effect. What I'm going to do is go in with Morphe's Continuous Settings Mist, and then also go in with Morphe 433 brush. And then what I'm going to do is saturate the brush really well. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Glow Kit in the shade Summer. And then just like, look how amazing it looks. Look how amazing it looks. Like, it's just so good. And then what we're going to do is just put it on the tip of the nose. Okay, so we're done highlighting our nose bridge, and then the tip of our nose, like, doesn't it look so snatched? Like, so after that, we're gonna start with baking, and all we're gonna do is take a damp beauty sponge, and then we're going to use the edge of the Morphe's beauty sponge. And then what we're going to do is just take the powder and then put it along like this so that it could create more of like the Angelina Jolie cheek effect. If you guys are wondering, baking is actually putting translucent powder on your face, and then the heat from your face actually melts in with your skin so that it could create more of like a chiseled effect or like whatever you want to do. So yeah. So we're done baking or applying the bake. So while my face is baking away, I'm going to start using blush. What we're going to do is go in with ColourPop's Super Shock Cheek in the shade No Vacancy. And then I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush in Expert Edge Large. And then I'm going to go tap it in. Okay, so we're going to apply our blush all over our cheekbone. So now that we're done applying our blush, like, doesn't it look like you have a lot more color into your face? Okay, so now that we're done applying bronzer and blush. This is going to be my favorite part, which is highlights. Highlight really just does make your cheeks really pop out. Go ahead and use my Anastasia Glow Kit again, and then go in with my Morphe M441 brush, and then go in the shade Summer again, and then just apply it like, oh. Okay, so we're done applying highlights. We're going to put it on our Cupid's bow. Okay, so we've been baking long enough. So what I'm going to do is get my Sonia Kashuk, the biggest brush there is, and then we're just going to gently just take it off of my face. And look how much like structured it looks, and look how much more clean my contour looks. It's just, you need to bake. And then we're going to start dusting off our baking by using our Real Techniques soft accent brush, and then just brush off the nose contour as well. And that's our face.